Let's tell our opponent to enjoy the game. And let me just get some links up in the Eagle Discord here. Games. There we go. Close that. Minimize some other windows here. All right. We're just home base, staying home base, using our normal opening. Yep. We're just gonna keep with the mini Chinese kind of ideal. So there's lots of ways that this could go for white. Like white could pincer now, white can approach the upper left, white can just back off. All right, I'll take it. So after this, white's probably gonna approach the upper right. Most of my opponents approach high, which ends up giving me Sente. But this opponent might do something else. We'll see. They have lots of options. They might even approach somewhere like, oh, what are those coordinates? Somewhere like G16? They might just enclose their lower right corner. Lots of things could happen. Lots of things could happen. Just depends on what my opponent likes to do. They're approaching low. Okay. I actually do like the one space low pincer in this case. Ugh. Stretch it. Like I mentioned earlier, my opponents kind of have an advantage because this is first thing in the morning for me, but it's kind of mid-afternoon for them. You always break mini Chinese on turn 6? Ah, I see. Okay, there's lots of variations here, but I have nothing to think about as far as first moves go from the one space jump. It's always a knight's move. But now the variations get interesting, right? And white has lots of choices. I find I do play lots of stuff that gives my opponent more choices and gives me less certainty. Not sure what that is about me, but I think I favor the unknown. Okay, so this push out. I always think this push out is a little odd, and I don't think the push out is in my Joseki book, to be honest. So, what I've been doing with this is the kick. And that tends to give me both the top side and the upper right. I'll do that. But I'm not sure I have a brilliant response right here. So a lot of times white will end up, yeah, just dropping is fine. So let's think about this. I can either drop and protect the corner. I can make a 2-space base now. If I do this, they can kind of jump in here. It's rather annoying. Blocking the corner lets them pincer this a little easier, though. Blocking the corner also settles me in the upper right corner, which is most valuable. Well, since I have some thinness over here, maybe stabilizing my corner is the most important right now. And this stone was always going to be a sack anyway, right? Not necessarily, but it could be. We'll block the corner now. And my Nancy 17 stone definitely has some Aji left in the game, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. Even if they pincer or whatever, it really ain't no thing. Oh, I gotta wake up. I had about 6 hours of sleep last night, which isn't bad, but it's not great. Okay, that's one very long pincer. 6 hours is little enough that you can definitely feel it. Exactly, exactly. Um... So what's valuable here? Like, I'm inclined to approach. Maybe approaching this side is better? Yeah, I'm inclined to approach this side. I'm inclined to extend here. But that'll just help them solidify this, right? I think jump out is overplay. I'm contemplating this kind of move. Let's play opening moves in the opening. Oh, the enclosure is really, really good right now as well. My teacher is always telling me to enclose early, or that he prefers the enclosure early. So we have an active move, another active move, a moderately active move, and then a completely passive enclosure move, which is quite big. $25. Well, I don't know. I mean, I could play here, and that would give me a little strength to start jumping out here and isolate this group. And it would also begin to protect from this invasion. So this is more the thing that does two things at once, right? Like the H17. Hmm. But that means like that run out fight has to work to my advantage. And so let's say I play here and they enclose and I start jumping out. And they jump out and then I jump out again and they like Hane. I don't think that run out fight actually works to my advantage because this becomes a liability and they begin to threaten this Incente while still surrounding my dragon. Because it doesn't directly save the stone, right? Alright. Alright, we're gonna approach the lower right, I think. Yeah. There's still some thinness for black in the upper right, but for the most part, I'm settled. Yep, that turn is big. We'll make the shape. In this case, since I don't really want to play fast along this bottom side because it's fairly small, I think the attach is appropriate. So we're gonna play the attach. And this should end me in Sente so that I can hit up that move I wanted on the top side anyway. Alright. Does it end me in Sente, though? I think it does. Yes, this ends me in Sente. Hey, check it out, everybody! I've used more time than my opponent. I'm so proud of myself. Whoa. Oh, what am I supposed to do when white deviates? Oh, I don't end in Sente now, but I get more out of this exchange. Oh no, I don't recognize this deviation, nor how to punish it, really. Oof. Can I Tanuki? So let's say now they Atari and I connect and they push through and I cut and they turn. Oh no, I'm fine, I'm fine. And if they Atari Q2 and I connect and they take the stone, then I just settle farther to the left, right? All right. So now what is the biggest move then in that case? Since I don't have to worry about this, right? I don't think I have to worry about it. Let's take the move I wanted anyway. And then I'm also looking at this cut being fairly large. Let's start here. And this makes white approaching the upper left more dangerous for white, I would say. Okay. Guess we are doing this. So now we just settle here? They can't really seal me in, can they? Oh, that was a fast move. I should have thought about that more. Coming out is more important than just living. Oh, this was my first mistake. Because I could have honeyed at P4 and made the tiger's mouth upwards. That helps me get out. And even if they Atari and take the one stone, I mean, that's not a big deal. As long as I'm out. And then I can counterattack the M3 stone. Oh, I played too fast. I did. All right. Don't just play. Read it out. So my first thought is 04. And then they're going to Hane and I'm going to attach to the M3 stone. I don't really like that because it makes the M3 stone stronger. And we don't want the M3 stone to be stronger. We want to keep that stone weak. So my next thought is to diagonal at N4. This actually gets me out into the middle. And it doesn't make the M3 stone stronger, so I can attack it later. And then if white Atari's Q2, that's okay. And most likely white will stand up, and then I can do... No, then I have to extend, and then just jump out again. Okay. The diagonal is better than the push. Let's try and come out first, and then if I need to, I can take N2 to live. So... So now I need to consider what happens if white caps me here. If white caps at Nancy 6, It's very difficult for me to come out either direction, so I have to live locally. And the question is, can I live locally? It looks like I still have the option to play N2 after the cap. What if they throw in at 0-1 after that? Then I would play Mary 2 and hope I have 2 eyes. No, I have 2 eyes after that. Or I can play over at S2. What if they do something reasonable like, I don't know. I play N2, they block at Mary 2. Then I would play 0-1. Can they actually false that eye? They can false the eye. All right, I'm feeling like it's really big to just come out. Yeah, we're gonna come out. This gives me one less thing to worry about on this board, right? So let me think. What would we say the points balance is right now? I know it's a little bit early to count, and a lot of things aren't really countable yet. But I mean, white has a corner on the bottom side and a little bit in the lower right. Okay, they're solidifying this corner and threatening the attack in the Aji here. So I think I'm gonna just solidify. It's a little flat on the left-hand side. I wanted to do like a 4th line, but I think the invasion Aji is still there if I play 4th line. 3rd line just ends it. So let's see, in the lower left, white has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 pairs just for the corner. And we're not sure about the invasion on the bottom side if we're gonna do it or not yet. So let's be optimistic for our opponent and say they get the whole bottom side that they've surrounded. So that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, maybe 15 pairs on the bottom side. The lower right, we're gonna say maybe 3 pairs. So that's 18 total. And then on the top is a big question mark right now, I would say. But let's be optimistic towards our opponent again and say that they actually surround the top side. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. That's like 24 pairs total. All right, they're approaching low when they're already pincered, and I have the extension already over here. So I'm just gonna kick this. White's gonna be under a lot of pressure over here. I might even still play G16 afterwards. So what did I say, 26 pairs, roughly? "26 pairs for white, and black has in the upper left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then the left 8, 9, 10, 11. And the upper right 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and bottom 1920. So, like, it's always good to be optimistic towards your opponent, right? So, and denigrate yourself. So, if white gets everything they want, then I'm about 12 to 15 points behind in the game. But that's a pretty big if. I mean, that is counting like the H3 area towards white. That's counting the N17 and all of its surrounding towards white. So I would say maybe we're at a fairly even result right now. And white is currently in the process of making a liability for themselves in the upper left. So I feel pretty good about that. My coffee cup is empty, so I'm just gonna leave this up. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this up and I'm gonna go refill my coffee cup. And I know that they played the one space jump, but I'm gonna be refilling my coffee cup, etc. I will be right back. Thinking about their teeny tiny base. All right. Back to it. All right, so they made this teeny tiny base here, and I'm not sure what to do about it. I might feel just kind of happy. That's like a happy thing, right? Feels like a bit of a happy thing here. Because white is super concentrated now. And this is kind of a vital point between both players, right? If I play here, they might make the table shape. What if I take their table shape away? Then they just attach to me. I like this jump out because then it helps me surround them on the left, but also indirectly helps me with this area that I've been thinking about a lot. What's up, just your average genius? How you doing? Yeah, let's take the big point for both players first. Make this exchange, if it's an exchange. We can expect white to maybe diagonal or something. What I mean is like D12 to run out, or to make that table shape. They'll probably make that table shape at E13, right? Yeah. Should I spend moves to surround? I don't think so. I don't think it's time yet. What up, Baze underscore? How you doing? Hey, check it out, Baze. I've used more time than my opponent. Just your average genius says doing well. Finally played on to get out of the provisional ranks. Oh, right. OGS. Nice. So if I cut here, this actually ruins my chances of exploding this entire thing, right? Okay, I jump. They cap, we diagonal, and push this way. I jump. They knights move, and then we just jump again and jump out towards the bottom. I jump. They peep, I connect, and then they cap. And then I just diagonal and run either direction. I think my peep here doesn't help me. It gets me a little farther out. Then what happens? They just jump out on the left anyway. What about this? I jump, they jump, I jump again. They tiger's mouth. I extend, and then I'm out running towards my friends down here. And this explodes this entire top area. Is there anything more reasonable to play? Like, I could start this invasion now, but I really feel like this is the biggest thing because it'll separate and isolate this and then create another weak group that I can play between here. Let's do it. Wake up. Our opponent may not identify as they. Hey, Pistol Pete. What's funny about that is when I talk, I say we. Like it's the royal we or something. Like, that's totally pretentious as well. You should call me out for that instead. So I guess what are they gonna do? As I run out, I mean, both of their groups get weaker, and I'm calling the K16 stone a group, of course. When Daniel wins, he says I. When Daniel loses, he says we. That's hilarious. All right, so there's not much to think about, right? Like, I can just... I really like this tiger's mouth shape, I think. What if they clamp? Clamp is fine, we still live. Even if they enclose here. This gives us just a little bit more leverage. Ooh, maybe this is a little bit better, actually. S18 is more interesting. This kind of aims at the wedge at R15, but I get to double Atari after that. So yeah, let's hit up S18. Well, what if they play R17 first? Then I still Atari the Q16 stone. And then I take care of that stone. Does this simplify anything? Is that clamp really that big of a deal is the other question. Because I can just drop after this move. I can drop to Q19, right? And if they cut, then I just take the stone? This just feels like better shape, actually. The other one's too fancy. All right. Other one's too fancy. And by fancy, I mean it's just... It does the thing, but there's so much Aji left over. I don't want to deal with it. See, my other Igo League games, I would currently... The game would be over, and I would be at 22 minutes. So look at me go. Look, Ma, I'm doing the thing. There's not much to think about here, is there? Just connect. Absolutely, just connect. Now they jump out and I jump out. Oh, now they're capping. Okay. Hmm. So respond to the cap with the knight's move. If I knight's move and they push and I block and they cut, then I get to turn at Mary 17. And if they block, I Hane. And then I get to do a squeezy squeeze, a little bit of a squeezy thing. Pro tip to take more time while playing, do something else to keep you productive. Make a meal. Yeah, I did just go up and make coffee. Another thing I can do is just turn, but then they're gonna tiger's mouth, right? Um, and then I have to like attach, and that's not as nice as eventually connecting under with a squeeze here. Is what I'm assuming true though. This, because they could cut the other way. I can also look at sliding here later. The other option is to diagonal here. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't like this song. All right. Actually, I rather like the diagonal. And if they attach to me here, I just push my way out. And if they block, I just push my way this way, right? Ooh, yeah. We're not gonna be fancy. We're just gonna stay connected. Here we go. I really have to consider the result of running out, though. Like, let's say they push me to the left over and over again. Then I probably get those two stones on top. But they build up a wall for their potential on the right-hand side. Which is not ideal for me, right? That's not great. I didn't think about this. I don't think they can surround me in one move, but the result on the right-hand side might be a little too good for white. Hmm. All right, I'm not a fan of this song either. Hold on. We're gonna skip forward to some stuff that I know is... Here we go. A little more appropriate for stream. Sorry about that, y'all. Plus, it's music that doesn't distract me, right? I'd rather listen to music that doesn't distract me. Okay, so they did this kind of knight's move thing. So I have no reason not to, like, push out here, right? Should I make this kind of exchange first? No, because then they'll just seal me in. We push out. We have to push out. And then we jump. They extend. We jump. Yep. let's go ahead and make shape here. And again, we can always slide on the top side as well to make either I shape or to connect under. Okay, they pushed up. So then we're gonna make a nice shape here. And we've come out. I don't think there was a better shape to make here. Ooh, I didn't really read it. Oh, dang it. I played this shape without even reading. Oh, I feel bad. Yeah, they're trying to connect their groups together. Which is okay. I mean, I'm out. Do I want to make this exchange now? Yeah, okay. Not really. I think we're just gonna turn and then jump. I'm gonna say I'm out and I can slide to make Eisen connect. I'm not too worried about this group yet. And maybe I should be more worried. But right now, having a wall here is troubling me. So I think we're gonna turn now. I can also use J14 as kind of Sente to make I shape in that area. Actually, can I play K15 directly and just cut? That's also possible, right? Should I do that now? Or should I take my right-hand side first? Okay, if I play away and they cap, then what happens? Then I cut, Hane, cut, and we definitely out Liberty the two stones here. What about this bottom group, though? I am out, but I'm starting to be surrounded and disconnected, right? So I'm gonna need to take Sente at some point and play S2 or Nancy 2 or both. And me taking the stone is Sente, but Ataring the stone is not Sente. So yeah, let's just erase any potential that white has over here first. And ultimately, if I get something like R8, then S2 becomes Sente. Or more Sente, I think. Just play correspondence game to allow any form of meal prepping. Holy crow, I've used 9 more minutes than my opponent. Okay, so they capped. This is what we were expecting, right? Was this the right cut, or should have I played... Maybe I should have played J15 instead. They're pretty much the same, right? Oh, I didn't consider all the options my opponent had to respond. Oh, shoot. It's so hard for me to just, like, really patiently read out everything, you guys. It just looked like it worked, but maybe the one next to it was better. I think they're about the same. So the only reason the other one would be better is because I would end up getting nice shape from K11, right? Or excuse me, K14. Like making that bamboo shape. But this lets me cut directly and then takes more liberties away from the top two stones just in case it becomes a semi-eye. So they're about the same. Plus, white wouldn't necessarily try to push up to cut. They might drive in to cut. The cut, I think the cut allowed a descent, which allowed them to connect. Maybe. Let's find out. So you're saying, right, so I'm considering, like, right now, I expect white to descend to J15. And then I'm going to cut at J... Oh, sorry. Yeah, J16. And then, basically, my next move can be to Atari the one stone and ladder it, right? Or just Atari it all the way down. You can't make bamboozle without bamboo. That's so true. You are so right. What's more important, eye shape, or should we just jump out here? Jumping out, because I can run to the left as well, right? Yeah, let's jump here and threaten the cut. And then I can also jump to the right with, like, a shoulder hit type move. And this threatens to cut off, like, white's entire dragon. Which would be pretty sweet, actually. Just stay connected. I mean, that felt like a no-brainer, but maybe there was a fancier way to connect. So far, I feel like I'm in a pretty good position here. Like, most of my groups are settled, right? But I actually need another quick little break because I've been drinking lots of coffee and I want to be able to concentrate. So I'm gonna run and get rid of some coffee now. I'll be right back. No, I can't use score estimator. Okay. So the shoulder hit. What does it do and what does it not do? So what it's trying to do is connect these two groups together. Does it do that? It kind of does. It's also trying to separate this group from this group over here. So I really want to cut through here. But cutting this way doesn't really help me. It's not really an advantage for me, is it? And cutting this way also doesn't do the thing. So I need eye shape while simultaneously jumping out. So I think we're gonna jump out this way. Is there a better way to jump out? Do I have forcing moves, like exchanges I can make? Like, what if I play this way? They'll just back up, right? Are there any exchanges that give me eye shape? These exchanges give me eye shape while threatening to cut white off. Let's do these first, and then jump out to the left. Oh, this might be a mistake, actually. You gotta read it out. You can't just say, this looks like it works, Daniel. You gotta actually put the stones in your brain. So, what white might do... Wow, I only have 12 minutes? What? So, what white might do... Can't wait for Daniel to go into Bioyomi for the first time in his life. In a real game. Yeah. Well, if you were here last Monday night, in my teaching game with Oddness, I went into Bioyomi. In fact, I made it all the way to sudden death. Yeah, so we're gonna make these exchanges to kind of make some eye shape on the right before I jump out to the left. Now, what happens if white blocks me to the left and I try to connect? That's what I'm trying to determine right now. I can play R8. They push, we block, they turn, we connect, and they hane, and then we hane, and they cut, and then I'm not sure what happens. If I play this way, they're gonna play down, right? But if I play this way, they'll draw back. But the thing I want is the eye shape, though. So it's okay that if they play down. They're gonna take a couple more points on the lower right, but I'm making shape to settle my group. So now if they draw back again at R8, I'm going to cut to threaten to take the stone. in a net. Yeah. So I expect white to play down at R9 now, and then I'm going to jump out to the left at L7. Okay. And now we have lots of ways in which we can make eye shape. We can Hane at P9. We can play Argote Q1. We can connect out to the left, because this kind of move is actually activating some of the Aji around H3. But yeah, coming out or connecting to the left would be kind of ideal scenarios right now. How confident am I that this semi-eye works on the top, though? What if they just play J16? And I push, and they extend, and I extend, and they extend again. Then I block the top, and they turn, and we cut with G15. I'm okay. I'm okay. It's totally okay. All right. It's probably about time for a recount. Was that the plan? My expected plan was if white played J15 and I just cut directly at J16. So yeah, it's about time for a recount. So white has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pairs on the right, and then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 on the bottom, and then maybe 21, 22 with their other little groups. 22 pairs total. And black now has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 on the top, 18, 19, 20, 21 on the left, plus the right. So if I capture those 2 stones and all of my groups live, then I'm pretty golden, right? I'm actually going to play here to prevent some of the Aji from them coming out to the left here. What if we just cap? No, I don't like it. So invasion is right out, right? We counted that even if white gets all of this, we're ahead. So let's go ahead and just make our eye shape and feel content. What do? They play here, we push, we drop, they push, we block, they turn, we extend, they turn again, we block, and they have 4 liberties to our 1, 2, 3 liberties. So yeah, they're actually threatening this kind of move. All right, let's just go ahead and play it a little bit safe here. It's endgame now? Invasion would be devastating to white right now, to be honest, but there is still time for it, so it's not urgent. Yeah, the invasion around H3, though, is really bad for black, right? Because I'm not fully, totally locally alive with my P2 group. Um, so that would actually push white out in such a way as to surround me. And then they also have some strength with the E6 that will make the group that I'm invading with kind of a liability. So it would be really bad for black. I'm not sure where else there is to invade, to be honest. No kibitzing, that's correct. That's correct. Please, no kibitzing. This is a serious game. It goes on the European Go database, and I don't want to give my opponent even the idea that I got help. Okay, they attached. What if I sprinkle some bad kibitz to make up for the good kibitz? So this cut was always going to happen. What is this? Okay, so the typical response to the monkey jump is just to attach. Is there something funky with this particular attachment, though? So let's say I attach and they draw the other way, then I just make a tiger's mouth to seal them in, right? And then if they just draw back, I can still just Hane. If they Atari, we Atari. Atari again connect, and we're good. How does this affect this stone in this local situation? I don't think it does. Because I'm looking at them Haneing here afterwards, and we cut, and they Atari, and we extend, right? If they drop down, we turn. Oh, and we can also take the two stones on top after the cut, because they only have two liberties. And it's the world's shortest ladder. So we're okay. We're okay. My opponent has went into endgame mode. Is it time to start calculating endgame? Are all of my groups settled? Are they that settled? Solid connection. Leaves less co-threats, just in case. I feel like there's still middle game to play. But maybe they just wanted to make sure that that was, that I took the time to settle that. Alright, so endgame, endgame, endgame. So there's really big endgame at S9, but I don't want to use it yet, just in case I need to make I shape with P9. So maybe I should just take P9, right? And then I can use S9 after that, after I make my I shape. I also want to play something like L5, but it's not very sente. So maybe just jumping out to J7 is going to be the most valuable in this scenario. Yeah, they're trying to surround more of this area here. And it's actually very difficult to get on in here. I don't have to respond to that directly, do I? And they're adding 1, 2, like 3 pairs here, which is not going to be enough according to my count previously. So let's go ahead and take this Hane. Which lets me do that push in kind of a sente, right? It might also let me disconnect the entire dragon, which would be amazing, but I don't think my opponent will let me do that. Yeah, they really want to activate the cut around S13, right? So that they can activate that wedge at R15. That seems to be what they're really after. Which means really I could just play I could play Q15 now. And that would just kind of solve the problem, right? Q15 is fairly sente, I would say. It at least starts a ko for a large portion of the board. And then we can Hane at we can Hane here. Is big. Okay, great. They made that connection that we were expecting. Is this I shape? Or should we come out some more? My intuition is that I should come out and make sure that some of this is treated as dame, right? That seems like a good idea. Keep coming out. Because I can connect maybe up here, and then I can threaten to limit this area. Because we are not fully locally alive yet. Let's do that. Keep coming out. And then we need to start doing T3 looked tasty. T3? T3? Oh, you're trolling me. Okay. Like, what? Nobody wants T3. All right, we'll play this way. All right, let's do a recount. White has gotten a fair amount more on the bottom, but T1 was better, probably. Yes, T1 was probably better. You're right. Is there a creative way to connect here? I think we could just play this way. And this threatens. This actually makes nice eye shape at Mary 7. All right. Okay. So now we have 2 Gote eyes and 1 fairly real eye at... We have 2 Gote eyes, 1 fairly real eye at Mary 7, and then another Gote eye around P7. So we're probably okay here. The important part is that these 3 stones don't get disconnected. So let's play there. Interesting. So this is solving that problem earlier with the cuts, but now that we're strong here, it doesn't really matter too much. What's the best way to connect? We can either connect solid, we can do something a little fancier, or we can not care about the 1 stone. We're gonna do something just a little bit fancier, I think. Oh, I was gonna count. Shoot. White has 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 pairs on the bottom. And then 20, 21, 22, 23 pairs on the right. 24, 25. We'll say 27 pairs total. And black has 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 pairs-ish on the top. 18, 19, 20, 21 on the left. Like 22 on the bottom. And then 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31 on the right. So we're a little bit ahead, aren't we? Alright, if I block, and they cut, and we connect, and they connect, it's 3 liberties to 4 liberties, right? Oh, am I messing up my reading? Maybe. I might have to lose the 2 stones, right? Do they have some kind of magic here? I get the first move after that. Yeah, because they have to connect to make their liberties 3, and I have more than 3. Maybe I'm misreading. Maybe I'm misreading. Guess we'll find out. I have to sack the 2 stones, though. I believe. Then it's 3 to 3. Right. They cut. We connect. They connect. It's 3 to 3. Wait, if I connect, they connect, and we take a liberty away, and they Atari, and I connect, and they connect, then they have 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's 4 to 3. So do I have to give up a little bit of the corner then? I think I do. Or do I just have to give up the 3 stones? Because the corner's going to be more valuable, right? 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's only 5 pairs of stones. Oh, yeah, you get banned. Okay. Da, 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 da. Oh, geez. We love bots. We sure do. Oh, I'm in Bioyomi, actually. Having trouble deciding what to do. All right, I think this is more valuable. We lose 4 pairs here, and we lose 6 pairs plus some territory here if we don't take the stones. Whew. Quite game. They took. That is big. So this mitigates my losses pretty well here. If we just jump and take the corner, that's fine. That does represent a fair reduction, though. Oh, I don't know. Oh, man, I don't like that I'm in Bayomi. I really don't. It's not something I'm used to. All right, but we gotta look at Sente and what's big. So I'm looking at pushing at S8 is pretty big, and then I'm looking at turning at H8 is worth no points. I'm also looking at the peep at H12. Seems important, but then I don't know how I get out of it, right? Like, it creates another weak group in the middle of my other weak groups, and that seems a little frustrating. But yeah, I think S8 is probably the way to go. It's quite large. What else is Sente? I guess I could lean on F7 to build my potential on the left a little bit. Maybe after I play D12 and then lean, and I can snag a few more points. But I think it'll be an equal trade between whites and blacks points. Oh, I don't like leaning. Maybe just jumping is better. Okay, they connected there. That was not worth very many points. I don't think that was worthwhile. All right. Go ahead and play the Sente. And maybe just jump here? Gets me a few more points here. And it doesn't strengthen white in the process like the lean would. And then I can be looking at things like C16 for a couple more points, further mitigate that loss on the top side. And this will let me do things like maybe attach at F6. Oh no, I can't do that. But I can at least press in at F7. And yeah, that peep at H11 is looking quite tasty now. If I do this, they will ko. We do not want the ko. Not a lot to think about there. Also looking at S2 as being quite large. But not Sente, right? Yeah, now with that little extra strength at E8 and D12, then the peep at H12 is looking very, very tasty. Be aggressive. We can be aggressive. Here. Because we're pretty much settled on the left, right? And we have a place to run to. We have some friends to the right of this group. Yeah. So we'll just head directly to them. Ooh, are we not settled here? After all, we've got two eyes, right? Gosh, that's it's looking precarious, actually. Well, white has to escape, and then we can fix our problems on the left after that, right? Yeah. Because we do have a problem with this clamp here. This clamp is quite annoying now. I think this resolves it, and we have two eyes after that, yeah. Just connect is fine. Connect again seems fine. That is enough room for eyes, right? I think it is. All right, let's take Sente real quick. Aha. Seems important. They're living their group, but they're living pretty small, so I can deal with it. I feel okay about that. Boop, boop, boop. Hmm. So I have Mii to make 2 eyes or a connect or whatever, so yeah, we can just... Oh, right, this was the big move. Right. The one stone wasn't that big. S1 was big. Oh, I hope I don't lose this in endgame. I'm starting to have trouble concentrating, and I'm in Bioyomi. I guess we just connect? Oh, I lost a few. I lost a few pairs here. 1, 2, 3. Or it's a bit of a trade? Bit of a trade. All right. Okay. Now what? Go ahead and stand up here. What's left? Here. I guess that's not really Sente, huh? Not Sente enough. Is this a trick? I don't see how this works. They connect and they only have 2 liberties still. Okay. Which way? Just block? Or just block? Make sure we're not cut off here? Okay. Let's see. And I'll take this. And then what's left? Well, we've got this little bit of Sente, right? And I don't know, should we take this now? Or do we want to make eye shape first? Oh, it gets annoying. I mean, I have to capture it anyway, right? They connect. They only have one liberty. Or two liberties. I just Atari. Yeah, I'll just do this now. It's Gote, but so is everything else. Oh no, some of it's reverse Sente, right? Is one greater than 0, right? They'll probably connect that. I feel like they gained a lot in endgame. I really do. That's Sente. Oh, that doesn't do anything. That doesn't do what I thought it did. Lol. And I am definitely losing focus here. Oh, nice! They responded to that. Alright, so this is a point. This is a better point, probably. Bigger point. Oh, they're about the same, yeah? Just connect. Yeah, just connect is fine. I guess here next? There's not really much else to do, right? Oh, that's a thing they can do, yeah. It's not really worth points, though, right? Yeah, I did end up getting less on the top than I expected. Oh, they found that sequence. I should have just fixed that. They really found a good sequence there. Okay. I guess this. Oh, that was worth another point. Yeah, I'm bleeding points in endgame, huh? Kinda bleeding points in endgame. Half point co. I guess here? It's a good co-threat. And that gives me 4 or 5 more co-threats. Oh, guess it scared him, huh? So we win the co? Nice. Uh... Anything else? I think that's it. Maybe one of these? Just in case. My opponent passed. Seems to be time to pass as well. Wait, I was... Huh. Did I miscount that badly? Alright. Thanks for the game. Yeah, I miscounted that badly. Wow. Wow. No way. There were times when I counted myself ahead in this game. And, wow. I was never ahead in this game. You took your due time, be proud. No, according to AI, I was never winning. It has me ahead by, like, 1 point here. Yeah, 1 point right here. It has me ahead. Wow, okay. I completely missed that. Huh. You were at Moon 9092, yeah. Thanks, Anthropologic Arson. Yeah, by 1 point. But not the 10 to 15 points I thought I was ahead by. I felt in mid-game you were better, until White settled their groups. Did I really have to back down? Oh yeah, the situation in the top. Yeah, let's look at that. I think I did, but I could be wrong. Wow, I completely missed it. I thought I was doing well this game. Oh, that is really too bad. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at. So it's 3 liberties versus 1, 2, 3, 4. So I read this correctly. This is the situation I was talking about. And I can't... Like, I have to play there. If white connects, I can't play this way, right? Because now it's even worse. So I did read this correctly. I didn't realize the danger ahead of time, though. I didn't see this attach. What if I play in the middle? Like play here now? I think this is still really troublesome. Like, I have to play here, and then here, and then they take that. F18 after he connects. Ah, okay. So block, connect. You mean like that? I think it's worse, actually. Or wait, no. Hold on, they... Back it up. Like the actual game, Daniel. So we do this, and they do that. It's actually worse. No, in the other variation. Yeah, it's worse. So yeah, I really did have to back down from that. I'm a little upset I didn't see that attach. But even at this point in the game, even if things were working out for me, white was ahead by about 10. Which is surprising. It really was surprising for me. I thought it was a closer game than that. But I guess there is Comey too, which I didn't consider. Uh-huh. Well, dang. 25 points, huh? Oof. Well, I did my best. I tried. I read things out. I did my best. I found good things. We getting a Go Diary segment? I'm sorry, you're not. You're getting a review, but not a Go Diary. Is all the rage nowadays. My Go Diary's not set up for OGS, unfortunately. GG though, thank you. So what could have I done better? I don't know. Maybe this would be a good one to review with Oddness, since I really did play my best. All of this seemed fine for me. This might have been a little bit overplay, but I didn't have a really good way to invade the bottom at this point either. Maybe it happened a little bit earlier? Like maybe this move really threw me, actually. This extension here really threw me. I wasn't sure what to do after that. Like, it seems really painful to just connect here at this point in the game. It seems really, really painful. So I played away. The Q13, honey. Oh, yeah, yeah. I probably should have extended. I think I might have messed up that Joseki. Hane and Sente. Yeah. So I should have taken that away. But this was okay. Somehow I let them get way too much on the bottom, and I think it was from playing away from this position. So yeah, I think probably my game-losing mistake was here. That early. Uh-huh. Nothing big died. I also think... All right, this seems to be fine. I'm pretty happy about... Oh, okay. Oh, you're kidding me! I considered this move! I discarded this move because I didn't think it was Sente. Oh my gosh, really? And then that lets me leap out on the right-hand side? Okay, okay, okay. Letting them get Q13. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that was another thing. That might have been slow. It lets you leap out farther, yeah. It just didn't feel Sente enough. That was the big thing, yeah. Maybe I gave them too much on the lower right here. Because I should have been able to put more pressure on this lower right. I just had too many problems to solve here. Yeah, that's okay. I did read most of these variations out. That monkey jump was really good timing. And then I couldn't reduce. Oh, here's another one. I should have just cut through right away. That's interesting. Oh, it lets me attack the lower right again. I see. The S3 extend, you can play back to P2 to resort back to a normal Joseki. Ah. Okay. Interesting. Oh, what happened? Oh, I played a variation right. AI suggested variation there. So I took this exchange, and now I took that, and I wanted to make sure I lived, so that's fine. There was a point where there was gonna be a ko here, and maybe I should have played the ko. Yeah, now AI has us down by 13. I had no idea I was that far down. I counted too. I counted, y'all. I thought I counted correctly. Right in here, a ko happened. Where was that ko? Oh, it's down farther? Yeah, I bled points in endgame. Right here, a ko happened. Maybe it was only worth a point or two, though. But I should have played this ko more furiously, but I didn't think I was that far behind. Wait. Hmm. C'est la vie, and after this it's all endgame, and I can't come back because I'm behind 25. Actually, AI has me behind a little more, right? Interesting. Yep, 24-25 the rest of the game. Like, from here on out, I'm behind by 24 points. Good to know. It was a good game. It was a good game. I did my best. I took my time. I used up all my time, which was one of my goals, so I met one of my goals. I lost the game. That's okay. Sometimes we lose. But player is a couple stones stronger than me, too. So, yeah. Yeah. Less fighting spirit from me than normal. I was just trying to play too correctly, I think. Like, the last game I played about against Mount Cicero, I only lost by half a point. I would have lost by more, but because I had so much fighting spirit, and I made the game so complicated, I ended up coming back from a decided loss. This game was more even keel, uh, but then I didn't have any opportunities to disrupt the game. But I really did think I was ahead from early on, so that was the crux of the game. That was the crux of the game. Okay. A big thank you to my opponent for a really good game. Well played, well played. They handled everything I threw at them with pretty immaculately. Immaculately. There we go. See ya. Thanks, everybody.